Okay, right now we're here in Bali, Indonesia, and we're doing the famous Liberty Wreck in Tulamben. And I'm diving with my wife and my beautiful daughter, that's Claudine. And my dive guide today is a very fine instructor from Aquamarine, and his name is Ketut. And this is my wife, Berna Baron, being supervised by the instructor of Aquamarine. And that's my my daughter. There, my daughter again. A while ago, you saw my wife. And look at this. What a service. She's even. My wife is being guided by the instructor to be able to reach this dive site, which they call the Liberty Wreck. And with me is Albert, padding instructor. Albert, musta na, pare?
Okay lang.
Alright. Yan ang gusto kong salita, yung okay lang, pare. You know, I think we made the mistake, ano? Sabi ko kanina, this is supposed to be the Tulamben wreck. But in Tulamben, hindi ko nakita itong tinatawag na Titan triggerfish. So I think it's the other side of the wreck, which they call the drop-off. Okay. Because now I can remember, nung nag-dive kami sa site na to, ito yung sumalubong sa akin, itong Titan triggerfish. So this is not actually Tulamben. I'm sorry about that. We're diving the other side of Tulamben, which is the drop-off. You haven't gone to Bali, no? To dive, no?
Never.
Okay, and right now we're being bothered by my kulit son, Cole. Cole, can you please keep quiet so we can have a good commentary here? These are just, anemone with a clownfish. And nothing really interesting because we have so much of this in the Philippines. Huh?
Of course, we have our fair share.
Right. Okay, you know, my daughter, who's wearing this green wetsuit, has not been diving for about, I would say, a year. And an instructor, you know, me as the father who's an instructor, I can see that her buoyancy is not bad, huh?
Well, with the way she's moving underwater, she looks very calm and relaxed, which is basically, what the buoyancy is all about.
Right. Para ito bang mga isdang to kilala mo? O yun ba yung mga barakuda?
Yan ang mga barakuda.
Yun, okay. Well, you know, that's why I like talking to instructors because you can learn from them. You know, when you see somebody moving his hands, at saka maraming galaw ng paa, masama ang buoyancy noon.
Totoo yan.
Di ba? Kaya kailangan lahat tahimik. That's why the only secret to buoyancy is not the instructor. Just keep on diving.
Keep on diving, stay relaxed, and everything will just follow.
Right. You know, Albert, this is the first time I've talked to you on television, yung mga dive sites, ano. Alam mo, ang hilig ko yung may backdrop ng mga soft corals. Tulad dito, this is actually a sea fan. Tapos bina-backdrop ko yung diver. And the diver here is actually my wife, no? And sabi nila, pag may sea fan daw, normally, dyan daw nagtatago yung mga pygmy seahorse.
Most of the sea fans, talagang bahay ng mga pygmy seahorse yan.
Right. Pero alam mo, no, itong site na to, para sa akin, it's quite similar to Mactan. No? Kamukha nun, meron akong nakitang tube coral which you never find in Anilao. Pero dito, napakarami na, no? And the tube corals, you find a lot of tube corals in Cebu.
Correct.
Have you seen some tube corals here in Anilao, by the way?
Yes, I've seen quite a few, especially off yung mga islands, which is basically just near Sombrero, if they know it. Marami ang mga yan dyan.
A while ago, that was my dive master instructor, and his name is Ketut. Nung una, sabi sa kanya, you know, I like your name is Ketut. Pare, sandali. These are the pyramid. Di ba?
Okay.
The pyramid, it's called the pyramid butterfly fish. Can you tell? Is it the pyramid? Yeah, I think it is. Because ito yung mga pyramid butterfly fish which you're looking at right now.
Okay.
Napakarami niyan sa Palau, pare.
Totoo yan. Yes.
Favorite ko yan. Well, anyway, I was talking about my dive master instructor, Ketut. Sa sa Indonesia, pag ikaw yung eldest, ang pangalan mo is Ketut.
Ketut?
Oo, ganun pala yun. Kaya nga pala sa Indonesia, ang daming Ketut.
So, Ketut, parang kuya yan.
Parang kuya. Oo, so pag sabing his name is Ketut, that he is the eldest among all the siblings. Ayan.
That's a big fan, Cora.
Right. Oh. Eh, sabi ko sa kanya, Anak, oh, yan, nag-smile.
Marunong.
Oo. You know, that's why sabi niya, Papa, why are you bringing me to Bali? Are you looking for a model? Of course. I need somebody who's got good buoyancy para every time I shoot, you know, I don't have so many problems about yung mga kamay na masyadong malikot and then they seem to destroy yung mga dinadaanan nila. Kaya yan po ang problema ng diving. Pag beginner kayo at tinatamad kayo mag-dive, you can easily destroy a lot of corals because of bad buoyancy. Okay, let me ask my friend here, Albert. Albert, what's the secret ng buoyancy? Ikaw, as a paddling instructor.
Well, actually, in buoyancy naman, just as long as you know how to relax, especially your breathing, you know how to make yourself, so of course, horizontal or vertical underwater without moving too much. I mean, everything for me, it's all into breathing.
Right. You know, yung breathing para sa akin, ang experience ko dyan is so advanced because yung breathing kasi, if you breathe in, of course, you go up. If you breathe out, you go down, you know? And pag bagong diver talaga, it's normally inflate, deflate.
Inflate, yes. All of them starts off like that.
Oh.
All of them.
Alam mo, the reason why diving is really fun is because it's only in scuba diving na you can breathe in na malalim. Alam mo, sikreto yan, pare.
Correct.
Alam mo, yung mga tao kanya hindi sila healthy. Kasi yung breathing nila, hindi deep eh. Medium lang.
Yes.
Alam mo, hindi healthy yun. Parang ano yan eh, kumbaga sa mga nag-snoring. Diba? hindi siya deep eh. Oo. Kaya nga, napakaganda ng diving because here, you learn how to breathe in very, very deep. Okay? And that's the healthiest part. I think you want to say something, Albert.
Well, yes. Aside from breathing deep, it's basically you just have to what I call normally visualize yourself. It's the breathing. It has to be. Yeah, you're correct. It's deep. It's slow and deep. But try to imagine a sleeping person on how he breathes. This is relaxed breathing, and this is basically what you do in order just to in purpose of achieving good buoyancy. It's that slow and deep. Aside from like what you said, more practice makes perfect. That will always follow.
Oh, alam mo nung dinive ko tong site na to, hindi ako masyadong nag-enjoy. Because you can see, wala masyadong buhay yung mga corals, wala masyadong mga colors.
Okay.
Kasi dito sa pinaka-dive site na to, it's just a secondary dive. In this particular area ng Bali, which they call Tulamben, ang talagang pinupuntahan dito yung Liberty Wreck.
Okay.
Maybe after this, I can show you how beautiful Liberty Wreck is.
By the way, how deep is Liberty Wreck?
Well, that's a very good question. One thing nice with Liberty Wreck, which is just opposite this dive site, just a few meters away, if you go to Bali, ano lang siya, it's actually a shore dive. And it can go as deep as 40 meters. Yung ibang ginagawa nila, nag-i-snorkel lang. It can be for snorkeling kasi ano siya eh, it starts at about I would say mga 5 meters. Makikita mo na yung buong wreck at tapos lalalim siya eh. Kasi biglang, kumbaga sa anila, meron siyang mababaw, tapos biglang drop off. Kaya nakabitin siya noon. Kaya napiti yung mga snorkelers nag-i-enjoy. Now, talking about snorkeling, isa pang paniniwala ko is, if you can snorkel, you can dive.
Well, I would always agree with that. I always would agree with that. Because basically, that's already diving, although you can't stay longer underwater, but your face is submerged, your body submerged, and you're just there on top of the reef, admiring and appreciating all this beauty. And of course, what you see right now, it's basically the only difference with scuba and snorkeling. It's just you stay really, really close to the reef.
Kumbaga sa sinihan, malayo ka sa
3D.
Malayo ka sa screen.
Correct.
Yung pag nagda-dive ka, malapit ka, you can actually really observe, di ba? Ngayon, ang problema pa ng snorkeling, you're only limited to a certain depth because siguro yung magagaling mag-snorkeling, they can skin dive maybe
kung ano kaya
maximum maybe 15 feet. Di
Well,
ba?
I've known people doing that, but then again, it takes practice, especially what they call yung mga breath holding. Yeah, those are, they all start from snorkeling. As long as they can hold their breath, they can do it deeper. But ang point doon is, they don't do it longer.
Right. Right now, we're already seeing a lot of colors. And the reason why we're seeing a lot of good colors right now is because shallower na to.
Right.
And we started actually at 40 meters. Now, can you help me? Ito ba, ano klaseng isda to, Albert?
Well, this looks like a snapper to me, but
Snapper
of
ba to?
course, snappers they have different kinds, but judging by the tail and the shape of the head,
No wonder kung bakit yung
most
mga
probably
yung
the
mga
snapper.
yung mga tinatawag na mga seafood restaurant, ang daming snapper. Siguro dito nagagaling sa
Actually,
dagat nila, ang daming snapper pagdating sa mga ihawan doon. Oo.
Actually, when I distinguish a fish dati, I always distinguish them by by the kind of cooking,
Right.
kind of dish.
yung snapper tsaka yung sweet lips medyo magkakabig ng konti, no? Iba lang yung kulay.
Well, may mga snapper, may mga sweet lips na they look like a snapper, but very distinct ang sa sweet lips is the roundness of their lips.
I see.
If you,
Well, anyway, we're educating people. Yung mga isdang yan, anong tingin mo? Yung kanina?
Hindi ko napansin.
Why? Well, anyway, so the video is quite fast. So here, the reason why we're doing this is we're trying to educate viewers kung ano yung pangalan ng mga isda at saka anong klaseng coral yung mga nakikita nila, no ha? So siguro we have to be a little bit faster. Now, this is a very nice anemone.
Oh, right now, if I would name that, well, most probably it's probably a skunk anemone.
Skunk.
Yeah, but then again, just because of the stripe at the back. But I'm sure they have a different name. But don't quote me on that.
Okay. Mali mo, totoo.
Mali mo, nakachamba. Mali mo, makachamba.
Sabi nga nila, pag diver ka, dapat bumili ka ng fish book.
Yan.
Kasi para pag nakita mo yung mga isda,
Of course.
you can actually tell yung mga pangalan ng mga kaibigan mo.
That's the best way to
Oo.
appreciate, to add more appreciation sa diving.
Ito, ano mga
Try
isda?
to invest
Ito,
in,
ano mga isda? Uy, ang dami nila, oh. Ano mga isda to?
Ay, di ba yan na yung kanina?
Ito ba yung mga snappers?
Actually, well, you can tell them. You can tell by the, first of all, the shape of the tail and the head. This one, I doubt if it's now.
Well, anyway, basta importante isda to.
Basta ito dati. And mukhang nakikita ko sa palengke yan.
alam mo, swerte na lang. Kasi delikado yung mga ganyan na ang daming isda. Pag yan, nagkaroon ng mga nagtutrolling, ubos yan.
Ubus yan.
Oo,
Ubus yan.
and that's the reason why yung mga resorts ngayon, they're becoming very strict dun sa mga tinatawag na dynamite, cyanide, at saka yung mga trolling, no?
Yung trolling,
Kasi
yes.
kung hindi, mawawala ka ng tourism.
Totoo yan. In fact, the resort, especially on, in front of a reef, if ever meron parang ganito, would try to police also their area, and if all the resorts does the same thing in their what we call a house reef, ang laking potential.
Oh.
Laking potential.
Okay, Albert here is actually a PADI instructor, and I'm not a PADI, I'm a CMAS instructor. Pare, yung mga malamang baka may viewers na nakikinig sa'yo dito, how do they get in touch with you? Can you give your cell phone number on national television?
Yes. Well, I can be reached by Globe Line. It's
Okay.
0917-926-8519.
Okay, so we're gonna flash the number of Albert on the screen, and if you want to be a PADI diver, I suggest you call Albert. Now, if you want to be a CMAS diver, of course you have to call me. That's Rolly Baron, ano?
Yes.
Alam mo, para sa akin, importante yung mga tao is mag-dive sila because the world is 78%, or I would suggest 70% na lang, tawad na lang, 70% water and 30% land. So if you're only seeing the top part, which is the land part, kawawa naman kayo because you haven't seen the 70%.
Correct.
Di ba?
Yes, that's true.
Kaya yun ang reason kung bakit we are so passionate about diving, because we'd like to share yung aming mga adventures on scuba diving. And kamukha niyan, pag nakita mo yung mga isda niya, na-appreciate mo. Kaya nga, ang sinasabi ko sa mga divers, lalo na ngayon, divers na kayo, pag kumakain kayo ng isda, huwag kayong kakain ng mga aquarium fishes. Kainin nyo yung mga dumadaan lang, yung mga tulad ng mga tuna, di ba? Yung hindi nakatira doon. Kasi may mga isda na binabahayan talaga yun eh.
Correct.
Di ba? Pag kinain mo yun, ano pang makikita ng mga divers. And look at that, ha?
Wow.
Talaga naman. Ang dami niyan. Ilang kilo kaya na, Albert?
Hindi ba
Ang dami niyan.
Hindi ba natin nakikita to sa Anilaw?
Well, like what you said, marami niya sa Anilaw, And kanya naman ang Bali is becoming an in thing now in scuba diving because of the protection ng kanilang environment. Ito, hindi ko kilala itong mga isda na to eh.
Ako rin. Well, I actually forgot their name pero mukha siyang bangus.
Okay? And looking at the video, mukhang nasa ano lang sila eh. Nasa mga 1 meter lang. 1 meter deep. Very shallow.
Exactly.
Okay? And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my sponsors in Bali, Aquamarine. Alam mo, pag nagpunta ka ng Bali, Indonesia, one of the biggest dive shop is Aquamarine. Yes. Alam mo ba ang style nila sa Bali? Pag nakatira ka sa hotel, sinusundo ka nila.
Wow.
They have one van for every 4 customers. And what they do is yung mga tangke nasa likod ng van.
Wow.
Okay? So anywhere you want to go in Bali, sige na. Dadaling ka doon. Kasi nandun na yung tangke mo sa likod ng van. Okay? And let's get to there. We're almost about to end the dive. And thank you very much, Albert, for this entertaining, educational. Huh?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Pwedeng music na lang yan.
So, yung dive nyo is just inside the bay?
Yeah. Okay, with me right now is another famous instructor. His name is Albert. Albert, I keep on calling him Albert, but I never got your family name.
It's Robles.
Robles?
Yes.
Okay. Alam mo yung mga Robles, pare, mayaman yan, ha?
Okay.
Albert, alam mo, nandito tayo ngayon sa Cebu. And this is Mactan. Okay? Nagbibigay ng dive briefing yung course director. And sinasabi niya, ito ang makikita nyo. Meron silang, ang ganda nila, meron silang parang iPad. Ha?
Wow.
Kita mo naman. Ha? Yan sila. Yan ang kanilang dive shop sa Cebu. Yan. Nag-posing na sila. Kasama na yung wife ko, si Berna. At, she's Japanese, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's the one running the diving here in Mactan sa isang napakagandang resort called Crimson.
Okay.
Alam mo, kwarto yan. Mga 20,000 mahigit. Kanya nga napakaganda because yung mga kwarto yan, talagang super ganda.
But looks of the outside,
yes.
Mukhang mahal nga.
Yes, now let's go to the diving, no? And ito, sabi ng course director nila, sabi, I think I will go with you. Because I want to see myself on television.
Okay.
This is called the whip coral, right?
Right. That's definitely a whip coral.
Alam mo, pag marami na akong nitrogen, nasa mga 40 meters na ako, lahat ng nakikita ko maganda. Yung mga whip coral na, pare, mga favorite ko yan. Yes.
Dapat pala kasama mo ako pag malalim tayo. Para gumaganda rin ako.
Yun dapat gawin natin. Okay. Alam mo, this is called an elephant ear.
Right.
Today,
you know your corals, huh?
Yes, not today. I went diving in your resort, which is called San Jose Dive Camp, right?
Yes.
Alam mo ba, nung nag-40 meters ako, biglang umahon ako sa mga 20, I saw a lot of these corals.
You'll see that, right? Correct.
Yung nga lang medyo basag-basag na. Hindi na buo.
Of course. Well, most of them are because of probably of natural causes, but then again, some are man-made.
I see. But anyway, going back to that elephant ear, which we don't have on the video right now because you're seeing a lot of sea fans right now and we're going deeper. Seldom na makita ko yung mga elephant ear sa kanila. Pero nagulat ako, doon sa harapan ng house reef nyo, napakarami pala.
Marami nga doon. Actually, there are other places that you see them abundant. In fact, you don't see them a lot, but I could easily say that 4 or 5 dive sites would have the fair share of those things.
Well, right now you're not seeing really
Yeah.
good colors
Okay.
because yung mga isda dumadaan-daan lang eh, no? And alam mo, isa sa mga dive plan ko rito, no, is gusto ko nagpo-posing yung mga divers ko sa mga corals.
Nakikita ko yung wife mo, panay post.
Hindi ko wife. Ito yung course
hindi ba to?
director.
Sorry.
Ito yung may-ari ng dive shop.
Okay.
And you know, she grew up in Japan and decided to stay in the Philippines. Okay, and wala kasing magandang diving sa Japan eh. Sabi na, I'd rather stay in the Philippines and work here, no?
And I could imagine the temperature of the water there.
Exactly. Alam mo, you know, I'm so fascinated about diving in Mactan. Now, I'd like to ask you, nag-dive ka na ba sa Mactan?
Yes.
Okay. Di ba ang Mactan, yung kanyang pinaka-house trip, ano yun? Puro wall yun eh. Did you realize from Shangri-La until Plantation Bell, wall lahat yun.
Yes.
Yun ang advantage nila. Di ba? Hindi mo na kailangan ng boat. You can just dive the wall, palipat-lipat ka lang.
Correct.
Because one of the secrets of diving is, if you want to save money, is shore diving. Wala kang dive master, wala kang boat. Yun ang tatawag na talagang tipid na dive.
Pero another advantage of having a boat, just in case hindi ka makabalik, the boat can always pick you up.
Well,
it's one of those safety things that, you know.
Well, that's right, you know. Kanya naman, you know, when you're diving, I would suggest to divers who are listening right now, is number 1 rule is you have to look at your tide table.
Okay.
Correct. Ano naman huwag kayong mahirapan, you know? Kasi pagka normally yan, pag pag naglo-low tide, malakas na masyado yung current. Wow, ang bilis pala. We'll have to say goodbye right now. And thank you, Albert.